La idea un poco es hacer una muestra botánica de la flora nativa que crece principalmente en la zona costera. La idea es poder tener esta muestra como una forma de educar y enseñar, sobre todo a los niños, para que aprendan a cuidar y a reconocer la flora nativa de este lugar.
Ferns, flowers, and forest shrubs. This is Matanzas, a small fishing village 2.5 hours away from the Chilean capital of Santiago. It's home to some of the country's most diverse collections of native plants. It was also in this region where the English naturalist Charles Darwin explored in the 1800s that would help build the foundations of his famous theory of evolution. This was the very coastline that Darwin navigated some centuries ago. But the native plants that line Matanzas have been fortifying the cliffs long before his voyage. And today, Ignacia Echeverria is leading a group of volunteers to repopulate those indigenous shrubs.
La idea un poco es hacer una muestra botánica de la flora nativa que crece principalmente en la zona costera. La idea es poder tener esta muestra como una forma de educar y enseñar, sobre todo a los niños, para que aprendan a cuidar y a reconocer la flora nativa de este lugar.
The workshop is focusing on replenishing native plants with two main objectives: to create a biological corridor by attracting insects, birds, and other animals, and to strengthen the soil along the coast.
Riego, aquí entre los mismos vecinos, cuidar el lugar y estar echándoles agüita cada cierto tiempo, pero en el fondo también son plantas que están adaptadas a las condiciones de viento que son fuertes aquí en Matanzas, a la salinidad.
Ignacia and her team are joined by volunteers from Qatar Museum's Years of Culture initiative, who are ready to get their hands dirty, knowing it's for a greater cause.
I think we can learn a lot from this community in observing their relationship with the land and the way they treat it and the way they interact with it. There's a lot of respect and love and feeling of, like it's a two-sided relationship. The land gives us, so we give it back with so much love and respect. And that's a value I want to take back home with me.
In the background of the tree planting workshop is another hands-on initiative. But instead of plants, volunteers are using paint. Street art has been a canvas for self-expression in Chile since the 1970s. Everywhere you turn, it's hard not to spot vibrant artwork like these. And today, volunteers from Qatar are leaving their mark on these walls. But beyond the art, you'll find that they reflect something much deeper.
We try to find elements from the culture of Chile. We have here the seaweed and some of the creatures that are available here in the nature. And also from Qatar, we have the oryx, we have the palm tree, we have the boat, and we have the falcon, the camel, and other elements.
Soha and her peers have found that despite being thousands of kilometers apart and separated by oceans and land masses, there are more similarities than differences between Qatar and Chile.
Actually, we have in Qatar culture the sadu fabric, which is really a remarkable fabric in Qatar. And we found the similar fabric here in Chile, which is looks like the same like sadu. Humans are connected all over the world. Let's focus on the similarities and not the differences, because we are human.
Every stroke of Soha's brush will now become enshrined and remembered as a lasting legacy of this cultural exchange, just like the shrubs and trees being planted by her fellow volunteers that will hopefully grow more roots of shared knowledge. Nearly 200 years since Darwin's voyage to South America, the plants he documented are being kept alive through initiatives that repopulate the species in the wild. And while it's taken root amongst the local population, partnerships with the international community allow the seeds of knowledge to be planted around the world, one tree at a time.